Hi reception. Now this is your numeracy activity today, and yesterday, today and tomorrow we've just gone over some skills we already know. We call them revisiting, and we're going to use lots of things we've learned over the last few weeks before I move on to the weigh-in at the end of the week. So today I got my gingerbread. I think it's a gingerbread girl. Look at the eyelashes. And what we're going to look at today is we're going to look at doubling, but we're also going to look at something called symmetry. We've done a little bit about that in class. And symmetry just means the same on the other side. It's symmetrical. It means if you have something on that side, you have exactly the same on that side. And it's a bit like a butterfly, isn't it? When you look at a butterfly's wings, one side is exactly the same as the other. Now what we're going to do is a little game, and I've got my dice again. I've got my gingerbread man. You can just make this gingerbread man off a piece of paper, or gingerbread girl. I've got my dice. Now I've got my dice 1 to 10. You can use a dice 1 to 6, but I've also got my number cards 1 to 10. So what we're going to do is I'm going to roll the dice. Oh, what's it landed on? There we go. What's it landed on? 5. And what we're going to do is we're going to double that number, but what we're going to do is use the gingerbread man. So I'm going to place 5 buttons on here. 1, 2, oops, a daisy, 3, 4, 5. Now, I've just put 5 on there. Have I doubled it? No, just put 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another 5. That's what doubling means. Another 5 on this side. But would it be okay if I did this? One, 2, 3. I'm putting them in the right place, aren't I? 4. And where does the other one go? 5. Okay, so they're all in the right place. They're all in the right place. Look, they match each other, and there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that's a double, but is it symmetrical? Is it exactly the same on that side as that side? It's not, is it? Because they are red. So you have to have exactly the same. Symmetry means it's exactly the same. So we're using doubles and symmetry today, only because we've already done them. So we're just revisiting. 1. Oh, 1 there. 2. Gonna match it. 3. 1 at the bottom. 4. And 1 here. 5. Do they look the same? Can you see this line down the middle? That's our symmetry line. Our line of symmetry. And it means whatever's on that side needs to be exactly the same on that side. So I rolled my 5. And I've got my 5. And I've doubled it. I've done exactly the same on the other side. Okay, so that's the game I want you to play. But it's not finished. We're going to count out. We want to know what double 5 is. And let's think of our rhyme. 1 and 1 is 2, tap it on your shoe. 2 and 2 is 4, stomp it on the floor. 5 and 5 is 6. Oh, start again. 1 and 1 is 2, tap it on my shoe. 2 and 2 is 4, stomp it on the floor. 3 and 3 is 6, look how my math clicks. 4 and 4 is 8, put your hand up straight. And 5 and 5 is 10. Woo! Let's go round again. So we think that 5 and another 5 is 10. But again, we want to check it. Let's prove it. So what you could do 2 things. You could put it on the number line. Oh, hang on. Let's start on that one. And then we're going to do Another 5. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's right. 5 and 5 is 10. Let's go round again. Can you see that? So that's 10. So what you've done already is you've rolled the dice, you've picked a number, you've doubled it, you've made it the same on both sides. That means it's symmetrical, it looks exactly the same. The arms will be shorter. And then we're going to do one other thing linked to what you've been learning. Look, you're going to tell me if it's an odd or an even number. And I'm going to use my little 10 frame. I've got 2 10 frames here, can you see? They got 10 little squares in them. That's why they call 10 frames. I'm going to put them in there. And let's see if each one has, if they're in a pair. Can you see the pair? They've got a friend, haven't they? Thanks, Isabella. Oh, look. So, is it an odd or an even number? Do they all have a friend? Are they all in a pair? They are. And then you can even go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. My goodness, look how much maths you've used in that game. You've rolled the dice, so you've read the number on the dice. You've placed that number of counters. You've then made it, you've doubled it, and you've made it the same on both sides, symmetrical. You've then used your number line to check, to prove that 5 and 5 is 10, and let's go round again. And then you've shown whether it's an odd or even number. And we know it's got a friend, so it's even. And then you count it in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now, I want you to do then is, I want you to play this game. Make your gingerbread man. Roll your dice. Now, if you haven't got a dice, you can just turn over a number card. Now, look. Ooh. Won't play it though, because look, it's the same number. So you've got 5, so you double 5, like I just did. And you can make it a little bit easier by only putting number cards 1 to 5 in the pile. You can make it, obviously, a more of a challenge by putting numbers 1 to 10 in the card, on the card as well. And then, even if you want to give yourself another challenge, you could even try another number a bit bigger than 10. But that's really then going to come off your number line, isn't it? What happens if you doubled 11? What would happen? But that's your extra challenge if you wanted to do that. Now, also, I want you to find out, when you double a number, this is a question I want you to answer. Is it always an odd number? Or is it are they always odd, or are they always even, or is there a mixture when you double a number? That means when you have 2 of the same, 5 and 5. Let me know. So play this game, and it's going back over your doubles, your symmetry, using the number line, counting in twos, odd and even. And then I know that you've got it, because you can use it in so many ways, because that's really understanding number. Okay, and then tomorrow we're going to visit ordinal numbers before we move on to weighing. Au revoir.